Hello everybody. We are a group of florists who works for Team, and our business started on January 1st, 2020. Below here is the income statement for this year ended on December 31st, 2020. From this income statement, we know that our company's sales for this year is 38,000, and because of some of our customers receive not so good condition flowers, so that they return it to our company, and we will have a returns inwards of 500 ringgit. And our sales 38,000, deduct returns inwards 500 ringgit, we will have a net sales of 37,500 ringgit.
So moving on to our cost of sales, we have 14,200 ringgit as our opening inventory. So our company purchases some flowers for about 10,000 ringgit. Because some of our flowers that we bought was not in good condition, so we return it to the supplier. So our returns outwards are 300 ringgit. After deducting the 300 ringgit, our net purchases would be 9,700. After adding up the carriage inwards, which is 40 ringgit, and also some of our duty on purchases, which is 60 ringgit, our cost of purchases would be 9,800 ringgit. So after adding up the opening inventory and cost of purchases, our cost of goods available for sales would be 24,000. After deducting our closing inventory, which is 6,000 ringgit, our cost of sales would be 18,000.
And our gross profit will be net sales 37,500 ringgit, deduct 18,000 of cost of sales, and our gross profit will be 19,500 ringgit.
Next, let's have a look on our other income. It includes discounts received of 200 ringgit and a commission income of 400 ringgit. The total of the other income would be 600 ringgit. After adding gross profit and our other income together, we would get 2,100 ringgit. Now let's have a look at the expenses. We have a rent of 4,500 ringgit because we rented a place at the shopping mall, which is surprisingly expensive. Then we have discounts allowed received from our suppliers for buying flowers, which is 300 ringgit. Then we have an insurance of 250 ringgit. Next, we have bad debts of 300 ringgit, which is caused by our customers that were unable to pay for their flowers that they bought from us. Next, we have a stationery of 200 ringgit, which includes the tape and the wrapping papers that we use to wrap our flowers in. Next, we have salaries of 5,000 and motor expenses of 300. By adding them out, we have 10,850 ringgit.
And our net profit will be other income 20,100 ringgit, deduct expenses of 10,850. Ending up, we will have a 9,250 of net profit.
And let's look at our statement of financial position as at 31st December 2020. For this year's non-current assets, because we have few shops that we bought, we own, but we have not started business in, so we have 9,000 ringgit of land and buildings, 6,000 of premises, and 800 of machinery, and 750 of fixtures and fittings, including tables and chairs for our florist shop. Totaling up, our non-current assets will be 16,550. And then next, for our current assets, our closing inventory will be 6,000. And then for our accounts receivable, we have 700, which is caused by our customers that bought from us. And then we'll have some cash at bank and cash in hand. And then total up for our current assets will have 14,000.
The total of non-current assets and current assets will be 30,550. Next, we will have our owner's equity. So in the opening capital, we have 18,000, and in the middle of the year, for proprietor add the capital about 200 ringgit, and we need to add our net profit from our income statement, which is 9,250 ringgit. And we need to minus our drawings. We have about 3,000 ringgit. 24,450 ringgit will be our closing capital. Next, we will have non-current liabilities. We got mortgage loan and bank loan, which is 2,000 ringgit and 2,600 ringgit, and their total. And both of these non-current liabilities will be 4,600 ringgit. Next, we will have current liabilities. We got accounts payable and also bank overdraft, which is 1,000 ringgit and 500 ringgit, which is the total will be 1,500 ringgit. Total up non-current liabilities and current liabilities, we will have a 6,100 of total. And the total equity and liabilities, which is closing capital 24,450 plus on 6,100 ringgit of total liabilities, we will have 30,550 of total equity and liabilities, and the total amount will be the same as total assets. Because of this year pandemic, the economies for this year was not very good, so that our net profit and our income will be lesser than the year before. And we wish that we will do better in the next few years. Thank you.